Welcome back to Bobson. Highlands, let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Finland, going for the Crossing the Finnish Line achievement. We have to make a continuous line of land down to the cape, which is around on here, maybe? Sure. We're getting more and more indicators as to where it might be. We also know a lot about the new world, actually. I still believe that it has to do with our subject being a colonizer, but I'm still unsure whether that's actually true. They're slowly colonizing Takamuk here. Honestly, we're not going to get much out of all that Norwegian colonization. At least not if they don't start taking some reasonable ideas and they're not. For colonization, that is. So they're missing out on all the bonuses to colonization speed. Yes, they have a colonist, so they can colonize a little bit, but so this they have covered, but they don't get this 20 settler increase, for example, from expansion ideas, and the settler chance here, and well, that's it, I suppose. And exploration also has some of that, but less. Yeah, it's 10% settler chance, so it's worse settler increase, but more settler chance. It's, I guess they're not right now they're missing out on a ton. But as diplomatic technology advances, colonization speed goes up. Just flat for everybody that has a colonist, that is. And therefore they're going to get closer, but not to the point of people who have actually taken colonizer ideas. I am extremely unsure as to the value of this, but I feel like I've never had a colonizing subject that was not a colonial nation, and I kind of want to go with it. Speaking of subjects, we just beat up our big enemy in the east, Muscovy, quite handsomely. I say I meant to check the final casualties, but I didn't. So who knows how many men on either side died? Wasn't all that much, probably, because we didn't have tons of big battles. We had a few battles up here, one of which we won, one of which we lost. I don't even remember having battles in the area we conquered. And there are, of course, a bunch of battles between our allies and the Muscovite allies. But it wasn't that much battle going on, which is good. We still have a tiny bit of manpower. Not a lot, but we still have some. So maybe there was more battle than I assumed. Muscovy lost all their manpower in the war. So we won on that regard too. We grabbed a bunch of land, not tons, but the plan was to not take any, well, to take none but one province. None but one? Sure. That has a Novgorodian core on it, so we could release Novgorod as a subject, and so that we can, next time we go to war with the Muscovite, do a reconquest for all of this. That's the thinking. It does mean we don't have to core too much stuff. We still have to core a bunch, but not tons. These guys are in the way of coring Pskov, unfortunately. Also means our expansion is kind of fine. It's kind of fine. We have now angered the bear, though, which isn't a problem right now. But we have to consider Muscovy as a potential coalition participant now, whenever we do something, say, to Denmark, and that is a quality that's quite different from a bunch of random German princes coalitioning up. The other thing that our piece did was we went over our subject limit, which, well, I considered while at war, but I didn't really consider before, and I don't want to be at the subject limit. So what do we do about that? We can integrate Mecklenburg if we do some diplomatic work first. That seems like the most useful thing here. It's in a trade node we're starting to care about. Not quite yet, but we want to be caring about. And they don't have any cores or anything that we want. I don't think that we'll be asked to return the land if we integrate them. I'm Probably not. Probably not. I'm just unsure right now whether the Mecklenburgian cores remain once we've integrated them. And if so, will the Emperor ask for us to release them? I'm just going to hope that not. We also ally to the Emperor, which should help. Now, they do get a penalty for their empire cohesion for stuff outsiders owning empire land. I mean, we could just remove the stuff from the HRE or live with the fact. I think either one is fine. Unfortunately, our friends in Mecklenburg have given up. No, actually not so much. Just Rostock has been hurt by this Protestant Center of Information in Stettin. And the others will probably be hurt as well, because this Center of Information is probably here to stay for a mo. Yeah. We've dealt with the one in Finn, which was good, but if we expand down here, then we have issues. Yeah, it'll be fine. Maybe we just have to go to war with these guys somehow. We'll see. I think the integration of Mecklenburg is it's definitely a plan. And I think it might even be a good plan. We are spying on the Muscovite. I don't think we can fabricate just yet. No, we need 30. You guys have a job to go home. You black flagged, so you don't have to worry about the Novgorodian rebels there. Good. Are you also coming home? And you? Good. Good. It says we're losing great power status. I don't think that's true anymore. I don't know that this has updated yet. Because we just took a bunch of land. I doubt that they were this low. But maybe. Gonna have some Norwegian nobles rise up, but that's for Norway to really deal with. That's alright. We don't have tons of money, so we don't necessarily need to spend it right now. Let's unpause. I'm gonna assume that... Hello. Lost a general in Rostov. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's also just in time. No. We need to consider using our favors with the Commonwealth. Because with every war, they're going to be less of a useful ally. At some point, we might want to drop them and take the Baltic from them instead. So maybe some grabbing of favors or using of favors there is useful. It makes me wonder whether we should come back from Austria. Kind of stuff to do for our diplomats, don't we? Yeah, I mean we do. But also, like, we have 35 favors, and they will rise still from being allied. It's just not as fast. It'll be fine. Okay, these guys are in fact leaving Pskov and probably going to Muscovite land. Yeah, please do start coring other place as well. Definitely here for that. So I'm going to try to remember that at least particularists leave when you conquer the land. I never know which ones do and which ones don't, and if it even matters what type of rebels they are, or if there's some other situational stuff happening that causes this to happen. There's no way we're helping you, is there? Nah. Don't think we can project enough suppression into Norway to actually make these Norwegians here go to 0, 8. Yeah, we can never beat 8. They might rise up in Aberdeen. I don't think Aberdeen is big enough for that, but it's funny to me that that could happen. I mean, it's not all that funny, I'll admit. It's not like haha joke funny. But I kind of think it's funny still. 27 unrest. Holy fudge. We really don't like heretics, do we? 10 from intolerance? 10? 10? That's only 8. Why does it end up being 10 then? Why does -8 tolerance end up giving us 10 local unrest? Also 80% local goods produced. Holy heavens. What's a man to do, right? Let's get you into Pskov though. The attrition is not particularly acceptable here. Okay, must be bringing that insane leader. 665. Did they have Yermak Timofeyevich before? When we fought? I'm not sure. I know that Hungary had one. A 3-star. But I'm not sure about the Muscovite. Now, if I were to help out here, okay, it doesn't cost me anything to help out here. I'd rather help on Lund though. Which costs me a little in Västra Götaland, but that's fine. It doesn't cost me anything in these places. Which is what I'm looking for. Then again, suppressing 20. Might as well not be suppressing anybody, I suppose. Now you want my soldiers? Come on, Mr. C. It's not like we get the favors. I mean, it's the same the other way. So I guess I can't complain too much. But I can just ask to sort of, well, remove these favors and therefore get something. And so can the AI. I can actually see how many favors they have on me. We owe them 30 favors. And the trade stuff for stuff things costs 10. So it wouldn't even remove a reasonable amount of favors here. Can you give me soldiers? 209 sailors. Soldiers is what I want. They do not have 2,000 soldiers. I also don't have money, so let's keep that. What about Austria? Do I want to spend 10 Austrian favors maybe for some soldiers? I think I do. I mean, as much as I like ducats, right now soldiers are a bit of a... I'm not going to say high demand, because currently we don't really need them. Well, not in excess, but they're certainly rare. I think keeping the other boats in here is reasonable, right? Because we have the trade whatever map. Trade route map. Yeah, every boat in the trade fleet here, it generates a point of trade power as long as it's with our flagship. Which means that we probably want all of our fleet that's not being used in there. Now, potentially, possibly, the mothballing the fleet would be more money. Mothballing the unused people. But I'm not going to do that anyway. Also, I don't want the morale or the sailors to be low. The durability or whatever it is you get from that. So, oh, you are not leaving. Please leave. So I wouldn't be mothballing anyway. So this is I think the maximum amount of money we can get out of it. It's gonna put a bit of a drain on our sailor pool, but our sailor pool is fine. So I don't worry too much about that. Now, will Norway be able to deal with their 11,000 nobles? That's a lot of nobles. The answer is no, they will not. Am I supposed to go help again? Can't believe they have no control over this stupid land. 11,000. I'm just gonna march you over there. It's inefficient. I should be using fewer people. I should really be using fewer people. I was about to argue that, nah, it doesn't matter, and I don't care, but it matters and I care. 11,000 people, we can, I think, flank with 13, and then we have 2 cannons in the back. Good, good, good. The rest of you join your folks in Never and do some sort of booty thing here. Still. Not that you're helping with any of these places. At all. Also, it's very hard to click some places. Click. Click. What I'm looking to do really is also project some suppressive force to Lund. Protestant zealots. Kill him. Kill him with fire and great prejudice. Charge! Ooh, actually gonna get our thing done. Oh, he actually popped in Aberdeen. Well then. Listen, Norway. I really can't help you with that. Aberdeen. If they teleport over, we might go and help. But I'm not gonna send my people to Aberdeen. Yeah, we definitely need to do something with you, don't we? Some of that died. Clergy want a church in Holland. Which is where? Which is how good? Yeah. Snake rate. Nobility wants us to recover our manpower, getting a half-price discipline to level 3 person for that, which is good. But 75% manpower is also a lot. The burghers want Tioharat to have a manufactory. We get a base production out of it. Where's Tioharat? Oh, it's probably also a garbage place. It's pretty bad. Is it worth doing for the base production? Because we're not getting nothing for our money, and we do get a base production for it. But look at these places. When we hit Tech 14, which we're not yet. Is that worth my money? Well, I suppose the opposite question is, are we actually gonna have 75% manpower? Let's grab a quick calculator here. We have 34335 maximum times 0.75, so we need to go to 25,751. We already have 7,210, so we need 18,500, and we currently gain 343 a month. So it's gonna take 54 a month. That's not so bad. But by 12, that's 4.5 years. Which is very fine from an agenda perspective. And there's still a lot of opinion. A lot of people have opinions about our AE. So actually, the nobility thing seems to be quite doable. It fails if we go to war. Now that's a thing. While I don't plan to declare war in the meantime, certainly might have one of our allies go to war one way or the other. And then what's our penalty? 5 loyalty equilibrium for 20 years. Gonna go with the burghers. It seems safer. It's not terrible, it's just not. Ugh. Surprising that we even get that much. Oh no, it's right. Manufacturing gives flat goods produced, which I think means it's independent of development, right? Ah. Things are gonna get better here. It's just high autonomy right now. Should actually be okay. Once we get that autonomy down. And it's also the Baltic Sea node. Yeah, I think it's a fine thing to do. I'm talking myself into it. Which one is this? Get a bunch of base production in Bergenshus, Elfsborg, Never, and Pskov. I mean, yes. Sure, I could reduce the unrest or whatever, but I want the production. Give me. Oh, and as always, in thinking about the agenda, I forget to take people's stuff. Oh, why are you? Oh. Did that button just annoy the burgers? I mean, clearly it did. I guess we're not stealing land. Should have stolen land. Should have seen that be the case. Should have stolen land first. And then have no issue going low. But if I go low with the steal land button, they're going to rebel. And for one, I would then have to go mob up the rebels. For another, they could pop up anywhere. There might be rules about it, but I don't know those. And if they succeed, they grab a ton of land. Which you really don't want. Oh, interesting. Do I even want claims on Muscovy? Because I really don't want claims on anything that is Novgorodian cores. I mean, it's all terrible land either way. What's not a Novgorodian core? Olonets, for some reason. It's a funny break in Novgorodian cores. Did they convert culture here? Not sure. Was this never Novgorodian? Was it like a bit crescent moon shaped, I suppose? Well, either way, let's make a claim. You won't necessarily be able to use them well in that war. Because if you do a reconquest war, you can't really use your claims. At least not penalty free. But we're probably going to annoy people with the reconquest of Novgorod enough. Yes, it's reconquest and it's only has 25 AE, but everybody already hates us. We could really use some improved relations modifiers. Does that tell us anything about our next idea group? Oh, we're still doing military ideas. I completely forgot about that. That'll probably be fine. Influence, which I kinda want to take. Does not help tons with that. I don't think Diplorep helps with... Does it? Does Diplorep change the... improve relations thing? Would it tell me in here if I went to improve relations? No, it does not. So by themselves, the influence ideas do not help with improving relations. AE impact, sure, with foreign advisors, which I do want, probably. That's about it. And diplomatic doesn't actually give you... No, it does give you 25 improved relations. And yes, there's certain people in the comments that will not tell me that I should have taken diplomatic ages ago. Grr. Tempted to do influence and then grab the AE impact at least on the policy. That seems reasonable, especially with subjects. And if we're feeding subjects like Novgorod for our expansion, then we definitely want influence ideas. We actually did lose our great power status. No, we didn't. Never mind. Why are we not glowing, though? We are glowing, okay. Just went away for a moment there. We are finely entrenched. Finely entrenched? Sure. Artisanal entrenchment. Artisanal? I think it would be artisanal, wouldn't it? We are speed 3 because we had a war going. Let's go back to speed 4. Muscovy grabbing the institution, which is just flat out rude. These Norwegian nobles are gonna be a pain in the behind for a while. Blame the king? Don't blame the king. Can we blame somebody else? Don't we have scapegoats around here? What do I pay these people for? I should be considering what my free diplomat is gonna do. Maybe I wanna do some buttering of our friends over here. For now. Friends. Most useless friend ever. Look at them. They were like second rank red power, I think. And they just got medic by... Well, they got medic by Mr. O, and then they got medic by Mr. M. Which are both better, I suppose. But still. No, I'll take that. I'll take that innovativeness. Thank you very much. Yoink. These people hate us anyway. We should. I don't know why I just realized that we should, but we should give a quick look to the estate map mode and estate. This thing here, estate edicts. Find out whether we have irrelevant edicts going on like this one, and not pay for it. And then we're probably going to turn on an edict over here. Ooh, I also have another plan. Soon. So many things. Enforce, convert. So Novgorod is Orthodox right now. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it actually tells me here. The forcing of religion. Yeah. Because they're a heretic. No. Yes, they're a heretic, not a heathen. It only costs 50 liberty desire to change them. Right now they don't love us. But there's a lot of opinion improvement we could be doing, and we should definitely be doing that. And then we're going to convert them. I believe that insta converts their capital, Ingerman land. And then when we feed them land, they can start converting that potentially, possibly. If they do have the power. You know, which I hope they will. What kind of ideas do you have? Religious, see? It's gonna be great. Yeah, still not looking for trade companies around here. Gold in Bambouk. Oh, lucky you. Freaking colonizers. How about Takamuk here? It's so slow. It's so incredibly slow. So these, I'm sure, are some... Oh, it's Karelians. I was about to say, I'm sure these are Muscovites. And I mean, in a way they are. But they are actually Karelians. 35 unrest and never. That's a number. Luckily, we're already sitting on never. And when these 9 folks show up, we're just gonna crush them. 9,000 Estonians. I mean, there are also friends nearby to clear them out. It'll be quite alright. We're about to cap on that dip. Even though we spending extra. Very far away from tech. I'm gonna start spending some on annexation, but not enough to stop the increase. What do we do with that dip? And yes, the answer is almost certainly going to be development again. But I'm wondering if there's something nicer for us to do with it. Increase privileges. What does that do? It's not great for Norway. Where are you going? To Bohuslän. Excellent. Guys, you can go do your job after all. But I was looking for something to spend dip on. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy mercantilism. So development is likely. What the heck is this screen? Oh, it's a core. A very useful one. Some of these tabs I use a lot, and some of these tabs I never use. Naval units? I guess I do actually use that. Never mind, it's a macro builder. Some of these exploit development, but that's just because I don't want to exploit development. I'm not looking for any alliances. I'm looking to do... not coring though. Where's development? There you are. I know I always confuse the core button and the development button. They're very different. They have nothing in common. Gotland. Gotland is dirt cheap. Still have settled Middle Finland going nicely. We have Golden Era, Prosperity, Renaissance. That's a cheap place. Wool is not a great trade good, but it's not like we're swimming in great trade goods around here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I mean, it's not gonna get a ton of clicks. It can have some clicks. Let's try Gotland. I want not enforce unity this time. I want encourage development. And wait, Visby City. Was this relevant? No. I keep looking at it, and being like, ooh, and then it just doesn't matter. 23. So 30 is not the minimum. Why do we have the? What do we have? A couple of episodes ago, we had a place that was fixed at 30 costs for a while. Don't know how that happened. If you do know and you haven't told me in the comments yet, feel free to tell me because I'm interested. Not because I'm trying to generate engagement here. That's absolutely not what I'm doing. It actually isn't. I am interested. It has the nice side effect of getting you potentially, possibly, to talk to me in those comments, which I want. But again, that's not the reason I'm doing it. Does development reduce autonomy? It doesn't, right? Introduces like devastation, but it doesn't help with autonomy. So I think we're just gonna do Kalmar. Of union favor. Favor? Fame. Favor, fame. Same difference. How about claims? Oh, we own the Danish. But we don't own them yet. But they're ours. By right. Oh, hello, Russia. We didn't actually prevent the forming of Russia with the land we took. I think if we had taken Novgorod, we may have stopped the forming of Russia. I didn't think about that at all. But, okay. It only matters insofar as they have better ideas. Which is scary. But they're actually not that combaty. I mean, they're very good at expanding, but they're not that combaty, so maybe it's fine. Might just be fine. Can we even make a cool claim? Soraka here is a Novgorodian core, right? Yeah. I think we're kinda done claiming Muscovite land, Russian land. I can finally say Russia. Because we don't have claims bordering claims anymore. So I get... oh no, Nenets is not... it's not a place. Yeah, I think we're... don't actually need to be spying on the Muscovite anymore. And we're coming home, funnily enough, because they formed another country. I think I didn't recall. I think that's auto happening here. But it's in my... well, it's doing what I needed to do. That's nice. Should probably, while I don't know what to do... oh, you love me? You do love me a lot. Maybe not. You don't know what to do. I mean, we can always go and curry more favors. But I think just doing some impressions. Relations improvement. Words escape me today. Words are not a thing that I can do today. Speaking of things I can do today, we have to be slightly careful here. Because we're sitting on those Karelian separatists that can spawn any time now. But we also have these 10.9k landing in June 33. Lost our claim on Novgorod, which I think is fine. Again, it's a Novgorodian core, yep. Apparently it's been a while. With our luck, we're gonna have these rebels pop at the same time. Okay, rebels only pop on the monthly tick. What's the chance here? 21%. So the thing is, I don't want to buy a new leader right now. But on the 25th of June, we're going to have a bunch of Norwegian rebels pop up here. And on the 1st of July, surely you're going to use exactly that day to spawn in. Never. You didn't. Thank you. It was a 20%. I think taking a 20% there is fine. But could have been scary. They're converted now, nice, but I think that doesn't really stop them from spawning there, right? Yeah, it puts them down to 15 from, what was it, 35? It's a big difference. White Karelia, Kexholm. So I guess we do Kexholm. Which does not have the edict going just yet. So North Karelia get enforced upon. Now it's kind of good that we took the 2% guy for taking Finn. I think we still have buttons we can click for even faster conversion, right? Well, this just gives me tolerance of heretics. Which seems so far down the drain that I don't know that it's worth putting anything into. This does the opposite, so maybe that's just what we're supposed to do. I think I'm just gonna... We don't have that much to convert, though. Well, it's certainly something. We can convert all these Orthodox folks. I guess I'll do it. Sure. Screw heretics. They need to be gone. This should give us very, very high conversion speed. Yeah, very, very high. If you already have high percentages, then stacking up additional individual points it's not that great. But still, I do think we keep going here, especially since we get +1 attrition for enemies. Yikes. At least ship durability is not completely useless. I wonder if the +1 attrition would have done something to the weird 3.6% attrition we saw on that huge Muscovite stack that defied any math. Oh, speaking of defying math, we're way too deep into this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, please do so down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.